did we lose a single inch of territory or sovereign rights? Did we lose a single centavo during the Duterte administration?
Duterte administration's positioning, the harassment did not stop. The water cannoning did not stop.
Yung dispute was live at umaabot ba sa water cannon? Ang tinatanong ko, kasi during President Aquino's time, it's on the record, we lost control of that. Yung approach natin ang iba. And tayo, nakakapag-discuss tayo, I will agree with you or disagree, you will disagree with me, but I will not call you hypocrite, pro-China, anti-China, anti-Philippines. But is it productive na just because you don't agree on a certain point, siya pro-China, ikaw, di ba? So, let me ask you this question. Can you be pro-Philippines without being anti-China?
Dadagan ang Lito News Update.
Masalimuot ang issues, no? Anong point ko doon, Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, dear Senator Pangilinan? A issue this complex, we should simplify so that people, especially students, would know that, you know, we shouldn't be, dapat walang divide and rule, dapat hindi tayo magpabaya, dapat always tayo on guard. But is it productive na just because you don't agree on a certain point, siya pro-China, ikaw, di ba? So, let me ask you this question. Can you be pro-Philippines without being anti-China?
Well, that's a general proposition, so I will have to answer with a qualification, Mr. President.
That's okay, Mr. President.
Yes.
Ito naman, opinion lang naman natin dalawa.
It'll be difficult to be out and out pro-China, especially when it comes to policies that affect our national interests. So I will have to qualify that you can be pro-Philippines without being anti-China as a general proposition, but when a conflict arises, obviously, between China's interests and ours, then clearly we stand by the national interest.
So, meaning, Mr. President, it's like watching a basketball game between the Philippines and China. I'm pro-Philippines, and then in the game, of course, I will cheer for the Philippines, but I don't hate China. Diba? Pero dun sa specific interest natin, so for example, if I have to negotiate a trade deal, I will be pro-Philippines. Diba?
Okay.
Now, if it can be a win-win, why not? No? So ang point ko lang, Mr. President, unlike electoral politics, which is a zero-sum game, meaning if Senator Villanueva runs for mayor of Taguig and I run for mayor of Taguig, only one will win. But in diplomacy, it's not a zero-sum game. Diba? It's a continuous dialogue, continuous communication, and there are times that we shout at each other. There's time that you hate the situation. So I'm not even talking about being pro-China. So what I'm saying is that we deal with our problems with Vietnam, but we're pro-Philippines, but we're not anti-Vietnam.
Nabanggit ni ginoong minority leader yung basketball. In fact, ako may halimbawa, last Tuesday nung matapos yung aming balitaktakan ni Senator Marcoleta, yung nag-dinner kami sa Chinese restaurant. Hindi ng mga kasamahan ko. So ibig sabihin, kahit na ba tayo ay naninindigan at hindi tayo sumasang-ayon sa naging patakaran o yung mga bitiw na salita ng gobyerno ng China, paborito ko pa rin ang Chinese food.
Yes. So that's a good example because that's what I want to point out. Pareho tayo ng stand, atin to. Etong portions ng South China Sea, West Philippine Sea, na territory natin. Ako, mas radical pa stand ko. Hindi lang yung 12 nautical miles. Yung nasa Treaty of Spanish, atin din yun. Hindi natin pwedeng basta't i-give up yon by international treaty. Diba? Some will disagree, some will agree. The Supreme Court case na final ni a brilliant man ni Professor Magallona will Magallona, di ba? Nasabi niya, sa UNCLOS, bumawas yung ating territory. But we're not here to discuss that now. We're discussing, number one, yung sagutan ng opisyales at nila. So I just want to point that out, Mr. President, Senator Pangilinan, because we don't want to be hitting each other kung pareho naman pala stand natin in terms of sovereign rights and sovereignty. Let it be oversimplified. Si Senator Amy, kapitbahay natin dalawa, co-owners tayo, may puno ng mangga sa gitna. Sabi ni Senator Amy, sa kanya yon. Sabi natin dalawa, sa atin yon. Tuwing nagbubunga, nag-aaway tayo. Ang problema, mas mayaman sa atin si Senator Amy. Ang problema, marami pong tangke, airplano, pati sa pera, pati sa diplomacy, sa abogado, mas marami si Senator Amy. So ako, ang stand ko, makipag-usap tayo kay Senator Amy. Ikaw, ang stand mo, hindi, sinisigawan na tayo, makipagsigawan na tayo. So we have the same stand. Mr. President, let me just finish the sentence.
Yes, and I will clarify because
but ang pinag-uusapan natin, yung approach. Pero as so far as saying na etong puno ng mangga ay atin, pareho tayo.
Pero hindi po nakikipagsigawan ang I would not describe yung position taken by this representation as nakikipagsigawan. In fact, maganda yung point ng minority leader, yung kanyang paghahambing na sila, ang China, maraming baril, maraming resources, maraming armamento, etc. At dahil nga doon, napakahalaga na ating isinusulong yung rule of law at yung ating sandigan ay yung international law. Hindi natin maaring labanan ng puwersa ang China. We cannot fight in the area of brute force. And that's why we are fighting in the area of the arbitral ruling, the UNCLOS, the rule of law, internationally.
Yes. I will not disagree with you. When I said sigawan, it was in the context of magkapitbahay, etc. Because, Mr. President, President Aquino and President Duterte had very different approach. President Aquino, at a certain point, to be fair to him, at a certain point, may bilateral na pag-uusap. But after the standoff sa Scarborough, nagkaroon po ng, for lack of better word, we call it megaphone diplomacy. Diba? Yung maingay sa media. But for the record, Mr. President, did we lose a single inch of territory or sovereign rights? Did we lose a single centavo during the Duterte administration?
Well, according to the Department of National Defense, because this was tackled during the interpellation last week, that despite the Duterte administration's positioning, the harassment did not stop. The water cannoning did not stop. And therefore, this is the situation, Mr. President. Hindi naman tumigil yung paghaharas. Hindi rin tumigil yung pag-water cannon.
Mr. President, we'll speak about that. Iibahin ko yun kasi ibang issue kung yung dispute was live at umaabot ba sa water cannon. Ang tinatanong ko, kasi during President Aquino's time, it's on the record, we lost control of Scarborough. We lost control. May miscalculations na nangyari. Instead of sending a Coast Guard ship, we sent a military ship, Navy, a gray ship, and then nagkaroon ng standoff and then kinontrol ng Chinese. So when President Duterte took over, that's what we had to deal with, the threats that it will further escalate. So from the time that President Duterte took over, June 30, 2016, until the time he left, June 30, 2022, did we lose a single feature, a single square inch? Did we lose part of our territory? I think it's on the record, we did not.
Well, if we did not lose any, then we thank the efforts of the past administration. But did we gain? Were we able to reverse the losses? I think not. Were we able to improve our trade direct investments, etc. I would say not so, not as robust in terms of other countries. So therefore, may plus minus din po, Mr. President.
Well, let me answer that in two ways. First, I appeal to the records. We had more trade than during the Aquino administration. More bananas, other fruits were allowed into China. The tourism went up. First time in our history, lumaban yung dami ng Chinese versus dumami ng Japanese. And then yung hindi nakakapangisda, your staff, I have my support staff, you have your support staff, they can Google it. President Duterte announced that our fishermen can fish. Hindi lang pwede sa loob ng lagoon. And pati yon meron dahilan because spawning grounds yon eh. So hindi dapat mag-fish dun sa loob. Long story short, hindi nakakapag-fish nun. Did we gain? That is now the challenge of the Marcos administration. And that's why I have not commented whether I'm for or against because his national security knows more of what's happening on the ground. And ongoing pa yung kanilang strategy. Do I hope that they will gain? I think there are some gains in the Scarborough. Of course, I hope that they will gain. Kaya nga ulit-ulitin ko. Pareho stand natin, atin to eh. Yung approach natin ang iba. And tayo, nakakapag-discuss tayo. I will agree with you or disagree. You will disagree with me. But I will not call you hypocrite, pro-China, anti-China, anti-Philippines, ganyan. Because precisely, you know, when I was in the Foreign Affairs Department, question ako ng Malaysian, Indonesian more of curiosity at Vietnamese. Bakit ganito yung strategy? Because nakikinabang sila sa strategy natin pag tayo maingay. But I got the shock of my life. Why? Because when I actually became Foreign Secretary, the funds from the United States for the South China Sea, mas malaki ang nakukuha ng Vietnam kaso sa Pilipinas. Ginera nila ang Vietnam, tinalo sila. Tayo, treaty ally, mas malaki. Ang before the administration of President Duterte, binigyan ng same kind of ship or seacraft ang Taiwan sa Pilipinas. Yung sa kanila may weapon system, may communication system, sa atin walang weapon system. So Mr. President, what I'm saying is that pareho tayo ng stand. Pareho natin mahal ang Pilipinas, pareho nating gustong makinabang ang bawat Pilipino, ang anak ng anak ng anak ng anak ng anak natin. You know, President Cory, in her visit to China, actually started the discussion on this. So it's not new.